A lot of fun. Quarterfinal number 4 sees Filipe Toledo still holding on to the number 1 position on the leaderboard at the moment. Wants to make sure that he gets himself into these later heats though. Julian Wilson already through to the semi-finals. He's starting this one off with a bang. Lightning fast off the top. Beautiful finish there, surfing right over the top of that whitewater. Up against Willian Cardoso. This will be a big heat. 2 Brazilians looking for a place in the semi-finals. This one's going to take on the wildcard Mikey Wright, who just progressed ahead of Gabriel Medina.
That's definitely the board we saw under his feet in his last heat. And those are happy feet when you got a board like that. I mean, he looks so sparky on that thing. It's just so fun to watch the energy coming off that tail, and that's the secret that we got let in on when we saw him walking down those stairs.
Well, here he goes again. Keep him busy on the inside. 6-5 to kick things off. That wave shuts down. With a positive start for Filipe once again. Both these competitors had some moments at Karamas that were dropped out of the mix a little earlier than expected for Filipe. A solid result for Willian, and he's getting this one off to a really solid start. Clean combination of moves there on the outside. He's been pretty reliable so far. Solid on his feet.
And the Panda just clubbed that thing. He got up, swung the hammer straight up into the bowl. A lot of spray, a lot of speed, pushed right through it. The next one kind of slid the tail out a bit and then brought it home. I like it.
Toledo now looking for a reply. Needs a 1.18. Something's going on with the top seeds at the moment. Medina stumbling. Filipe also taking a fall there.
His countryman talking about it, Yago Dora, about how comfortable he is under pressure. Let's see what happens here. Nice hook. Goes for the push and hits a little chop. And you can see the fin and the back kind of push out.
Have a look at this thing standing up on the outside. An easy decision with priority. Drops to the bottom of this one. It starts to bowl out. Toledo carving off the top. Now loading up. This one's going to shut down though. Even though he quarterfinaled at Karamas, he didn't have the same kind of form that he showed us in Brazil. Trying to tap into it now to get himself back into a semi-final. There's that spark. And that lightning fast transition that we were talking about.
He's still going to put up a number with that wave because he can ride the same wave and kick out and still be scored on it. Really great first turn from him. Transition floater, gets around it and actually squeezes one more in.
Priority being utilised by Cardoso here. A little further down the line. Chipping away at this one. This is his second ride, so he is going to push further ahead with this wave. And he is just really in sync with the pace of these waves at the moment. Not as big a wave as his last, but he had a little bit more room to move, and he really linked those turns together nicely.
And then on the pickup, Willian had a nice quick crack, a little stumble, but the wave not really giving him too much. But if he would have let Toledo have the rest of this wave, imagine Toledo winding up and finishing strong on that.
Cardoso uses his priority. Bit of a step in this wave, but that's almost what you want to see going into that racetrack section. Trying to get rid of a 6.57. It just hangs on that bottom turn, drew it a little bit too hard and goes down.
Bit of a missed opportunity there for the big fella. Willian, nice setup, comes around the corner. Beautiful tack right there, but comes up a little late underneath it on the inside.
I don't mind it though. Willian utilising that priority and just robbing Toledo of an opportunity again. Filipe on a smaller wave here. It's got a cleaner face though. A couple of nice little hits. This wave flattening out for a moment. Should run again. He can load up and throw something huge on the end section here, but just keeps it flowing. Needs a 7.74 to get himself into the lead. Something better than a 6.5 to chip away at the required number. Loading up at something huge. And he fell hard on the end of his board there. Checking his equipment. by the looks of things.
Everything looks okay. Wave, kind of a smaller wave, but did have a good whip section there. But then it slowed way down. And he had to get some in-between work done, which never, to me, is a good thing on looking for a big score like that. Gets the wind up down the line. If he would have stuck this turn, or this big air, I think he would have been close to it. I still don't know if it would have been it. Maybe 7.5 could have been close to the excellent. But look at this replay, slow mode. So it gets the lift off, tweaks it out, bones down, but then lands and the foot slips off the back. Gonna get, you know, Willian to paddle for a wave or take a wave. So
well, he's gonna go this first one and loading up for something. Goes on the attack, throws the reverse in. There's some of that progression Strider was talking about. Didn't necessarily get high. Now he'll go a little bit higher. But he's not going to ride out of it. Pushing it just a little bit too hard. It feels a little bit forced for him. It's not flowing out of him like usual, is it?
No. All the water moving around in the back out there. We'll hit the replay. And we'll walk through this wave. He pushed this one, so not super clean, but comes out of it into rhythm. This would have been a great succession of progressive maneuvers had he pulled it off. We'll have the drone shot right here. You get to see how high the board gets out of the back of the wave, or you can see him go tail high, which is so fun to watch. It doesn't seem like there was a lot of power in it, but that would have been pretty cool if he could have done the rotation and stuck it in the pocket.
Toledo, well positioned to perhaps capitalize on this one. Paddling, trying to get himself into it. Here he goes. This might be his last shot at it. Has a lot of speed, loading up for something big. What's he going to do? Goes to the air, throws everything at it. He's going to come down hard. Less than 60 seconds to go. And Toledo.
Traction, it gets away from you.
Still time on the clock, and Toledo's up once again. Still looking for the 7.4. And loading up again. Trying that backside air reverse. He just doesn't have it in him at the moment. The heat's going to come to a close. Willian Cardoso is the man who's going to be standing on top of the order here in quarterfinal number 4. He'll take on Mikey Wright in the semi-finals. A rematch of their quarterfinal heat over there at Karamas. And Filipe not happy.
He is all out, riveted with himself.